This is the help tutorial for creating a new report. In the Reports tab, in the right-hand top corner, is a Create Report button. Required fields for creating a report are the company name and the filing authority. CIK SIC code will automatically be pulled in from creation of the company. We're going to select a filing type. We'll say this is a 10Q. The start will be the start date of that reporting period. So January 1st. This is our Q3. So September 30th. And the due date is going to be the date of filing, November 14th. Time zone is not necessary, but can be added if chosen. Base taxonomy version is going to be the version of our filing authority's base taxonomy. Obviously, we want the most up-to-date. And then we want to select a report owner. Report owners are those that will mandate, that will go through and manage the report from start to finish. We're going to select a company user. And any company users that we may have in our company can be added as a report owner. Link master and Edgar user can be specifically added if a company has specific users for Edgar operator or the link master, which is the dynamic linkage of data. So your XBRL professional. These assignments can also be done in the report details page and thus is not required at the create report. We just want to double check that our report name has our company name, the filing type, and the filing date, or the period end date. And we'll go save and next. Next, we will create our sections of the report. These sections help so that it can be a collaborative effort. Multiple users can be in and working on the same report at the same time. We also do this for Edgarization purposes, so that the sections of a report are put into the correct Edgar sections and then filed correctly with the SEC. We have predefined sections for all specific filing types. We also have any section that a company has used in a previous filing that we can pull over into any new filing as well. Select all the sections of your report and move them over to the section list. Any section can be edited by clicking on it using the Rename Section button and changing the name. Clicking off saves that name. We can move sections up or down, or delete sections. Rather than having all the notes associated in one section, we can add section names. The last thing that can be done was importing sections from a previous report. If you click yes, then they will import a My Sections list from a previously selected report. This is for ease of transition from one quarter to the next or from one document to the next. For filing an S1 We can pull in the sections from both the 10K and the 10Q. Choose the company and any previous report that exists. And it pulls in all those sections. Making sure that all those section names are correct, we'll then click Save and Next. The next step is to assign sections for specific users. They can be assigned by all section or individually. The activities can be assigned by all activities or individual activities. Preparation and drafting is the editing of the document. Element selection for the XBRL portion. Review are for commenting and last minute editings. And then the report owner will have sign-off capability. So select all the sections, select all the activities, or individually by section, individually by activity. Choose Select User. Again, any company user can be selected. You can assign dates. This is not required. This will turn off the activities after the end date. So if you have an XBRL professional that you only want to have access to that report until the due date, then we can put the due date in there. Again, it's not required. Click Assign. You'll see the assignments down below. They can be edited by choosing a specific section and unassigning, or by selecting one specific user, Xing out their name, and assigning. As soon as you have all the users that you want assigned to all the specific sections, you'll click Next. The next portion of creating a report is uploading any previously filed documentation so that we don't have to start the report from scratch, but we can edit the associated content. So I can select a base document, that is any previously filed HTML, or a concurrent Word document, Excel document, PDF, or PowerPoint. I'm going to select a previously filed HTML document. Do notice that some font types are not accepted and that they will be edited into plain text. It does take just a few moments to upload documents. Obviously, the transformation process from a Word document into a base XML document does take a little bit of time. We do all of our editing here in Carbon using an XML format, which is the basis of HTML. Pressing the refresh button will show you the upload is either failed or successful. The next step is to determine the format that we want to utilize. We have an automated process called normalization that takes a document and normalizes it to EDGAR required specifications, given table formats, fonts, etc. We can scroll through and see the table formats. All the way down the document, so that the tables are aligned with both edges. That's a part of the normalization process. Or we can choose the raw HTML. This is the as it was filed HTML. You'll see that there's slight differences in the table formatting, particularly down in the notes section. Either is available. This is a preferential choice, and you'll choose and apply that. Once a format is applied, you cannot go back and unapply that. However, you can upload the document again and apply it in a different format. I'm going to upload the Word document version of my previously filed to show you that both HTML, Word document, or PDF, etc. are pulled in and edited in the same format. Again, this one might take just a little bit longer. Give it a few moments. Press the refresh key. You'll see that this one is still uploading. Transforming a Word document into the XML format is a little bit more difficult for our processor. And our upload was successful. Again, same thing. Our normalization will take those tables and extend them into a full page, or the raw. Again, you'll choose one and apply. I'm going to choose the normalized version this time and apply that. Once these documents are added, I can assign them to a specific section. However, because it's the entire document, I want to not apply it to a specific section, and I can pull each individual section accordingly. If I were to upload a specific new note in a Word document form or an HTML form, then I can specifically apply that to that section. However, this is not a required step. You'll see that the document name was associated with a Word document or an HTML. I'm also going to upload the previous year filing. This allows for the XBRL from a previous document to be easily converted. I'm going to choose the zip file. That zip file contains all 4 XBRL schema files, as well as the instance file. And just like the base documents, they're going to take just a little bit of time. Unlike the base documents, you do not have to choose a format for the XBRL, so we don't necessarily need to wait all the way through this until it's completed. We can leave that upload in progress and go move on to the document. The last thing that you can upload is a reference taxonomy. If you have a consolidated entity or a similar company, you can upload their taxonomy as a reference taxonomy. Again, that is not a requirement. As soon as you have all your documents input, the base documents must have a format applied. I can save and quit. One of the last steps to creating a new report is just finalizing in the report details page. At this point, I can edit any of the information that I input in the report creation process. I can update the sections list on this main report section page. I can assign or reassign sections, upload more documents, and then finally, once the document is complete, I can access the SEC submission. The last step in order to start working on the document itself is to start all activities. The Start All Activities button will open up each of those sections of the report and start them on the workflow process. Our workflow is preparation and drafting, the editing of the document, the XBRL portion, XBRL selection, as well as the review, which can be internal, or we can assign review to an external auditor or legal. And then finally, the document is signed off and can be filed with the SEC.